off. I'm here in Orlando, which is actually cold today, folks. It's just not just San Antonio, but it's Bird Rabbit over here. Has been raining for the last couple of days, but we're at the second largest industry trade show, the PGA show here in Orange County Convention Center. Um, Thousands and thousands of people, vendors, buyers, PGA professionals, their staff. The Golf Channel is here. You name it. Today, you got to hang a little bit with Annika Sorenstam. She was in the house today, so swung by there. And a lot of our industry leaders are here just to show the growth of the game, the future of the game, and a lot of seminars. Some PGA professionals, they can get some of their educational credits by going to some of the classes. And there's just a whole lot going on. But this right here is the candy store for all golf professionals right here this week in Orlando.
Hey, before we get to the candy, I gotta give a big shout. Well, it is a candy store. I mean, I can't wait to talk to you about all the products and services. I've seen some of the photos that you sent us, but this last weekend I became a grandpa again.
Congratulations! And she's a pretty baby too.
I tell you what, Avery Terrell Blair, 7 baby you ever want to see. I swear, man, now we all want to say our babies look great when we all experience knowing that that's not happening all the time. But usually they grow up to be beautiful ladies and boys and stuff like this. But this was Ava's first. She is now a grandma, and a very good looking, attractive grandma, by the way.
Oh, hey, got to get those brownie points in. But congratulations.
Thanks.
Are in order. As soon as I saw the pictures, I sent you the text all the way here from cold Orlando. I know what it is to be a grandparent. You're a grandparent now. Ava's welcome to the club, and
yeah, it's a special place.
She's a pretty baby. She's a pretty baby. Unlike me when I was born, I looked like one of those aliens. Had the crop head and stuff like that. That is a cute baby, Rex.
Hey, when I was born, my head was like this. And one of those little bobblehead babies,
Yeah, I remember my mom was telling me when I was born, they slapped her instead of me. That was just, it was a terrible situation.
Well, right? You never get any respect. You never get any respect.
I get no respect. Let me tell you. Oh, by the way, the Rodney Dangerfield lookalike guy was out here today, too.
No kidding.
I'm going to get a picture of him tomorrow. So,
hey, Dave, a quick weather report. I think most people are there right now. Does this go through the weekend?
No, it's going to the rain stopped right about 11 o'clock today, but it was brisk. The winds north, about 10, 15 miles an hour. It got up into the 40s, and then tomorrow it's going to be getting that way. And, of course, I leave Friday, and on Saturday I get back up in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but again, it's like that here. By the weekend, it's going to be back in the 60s again as well. So, but we had snow. And so did you guys. North Texas or North Florida had snow for the first time. I think it's the blizzard of 2025. We had about an inch, maybe inch and a half out here. And it even stayed on the ground today. Everybody's covering their greens, called out to a few golf courses. Some were open, but most were closed.
Well, it's really crazy because it hadn't snowed here or there in such a long time. And in Houston, Lafayette, oh my God, Louisiana got a lot of snow. And, do we even own snow shovels?
I mean, no, nobody owns.
I want to know how much we pay for all those snow plows.
Well, and again, they're probably getting rusty. There's no doubt, because you don't get to use them very often. But when you do, at least they know some people how to operate them. And, if you're going to learn on those things, you probably got to go up north to take a lesson to understand how to work the plows. If you're not careful, you tear up the roads big time. And
oh, yeah. It's a great site. As a matter of fact, just right quick, because I've been watching the Golf Channel a lot because, make sure all of our military bases are doing okay. And Jim Cantori was actually interviewing the mayor of Houston and asked him, he says, I haven't seen a snow shovel since I was a kid.
Well, And you're in a place where they don't expect it, but I
You
know
come you
everybody
come
was
here. That's right. You come here for the winter.
right. Well, you come to Texas for the winter, but hey, you can tell who's not from around here. I did call out to a few golf courses, and I thought they were closed, but they said there's three crazies that are out there right now. So they're from up north.
Yes.
It got up to 45 degrees, so that's golfing weather up north. So tell us about the show, man. What's going on down there? We're going to get to the products in the second half, but give us just an outlay of what you seen when you first got there.
Well, it was mayhem. I will give you that because everybody's coming in. Some, demo day was pretty wet yesterday, showing the products. They had some things going on still, but it was pretty wet out there. So everybody was coming in today. And if you've ever been to the Orange County Convention Center, and there's only 5 ways to get your badge through the little kiosk, it can be a whole lot of hell doing that. And then you had the opening ceremonies this morning about 8 o'clock. Then they opened the door at 8:30. Okay. And at 8:30, you thought it was Thursday morning or Friday morning after Thanksgiving at Walmart because all these people are bolting in there.
I've seen
And,
some of the photos you sent.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen some of
thousands of
those
people,
stills.
man. Oh my God, thousands of people just like yeah, going in there to get to their places. And then, of course, there are some seminars that are still going on. The teaching summit was earlier this week on Sunday and Monday. Uh, but there's different ones, the state of the business, food and beverage, and a lot of PGA professionals, they get their CE points, which is their credits, folks, for doing this. I know Travis from the Alamo City Golf Trails here, also Greg Hiller from the TPC. We ran into them. A couple of, other professionals that I've known for years ran into them. We ran into Rudy down from Laredo. He's here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was a really cool thing to run into him. And then some of my mentors are here as well. Warren Botke and our Ted Delthario, we're gonna get him on the show from the National Golf Foundation. They're doing a big piece on the state of the game, where it's going and where it's heading, because COVID brought everybody back, and now people think it's tailing off, but we're still having record years over record years. But overall, the field, the buzz is in the air. Like I said, you had the Rodney Dangerfield lookalike. You've got guys in shirt and ties and looking tight. And it's just a wonderful time to celebrate our game. And look inside the candy store and see what is new, what is coming with the clubs, like some of the things I sent you, the new products, which is very ironic about the new product. I can tell you, about 7 years ago, this stick came out with an orange ball on it. Everybody says, "Oh, no, that thing is not gonna." The orange whip is one of the top training aids
Oh,
sold every
really?
year. And like 7 years ago, we're like, "Oh, that's never gonna last." Who could put something on a stick? But it's not only a training aid, but it's for warm up, and they have the different styles. So you never know what's going to be the hit or miss. And we'll talk about some of the things like the autonomous range picker and all that in the second segment. But it's fun to come, okay? Because you never know what you're going to see. Highlights this year, and I will tell you, and I sent you a picture of it, is they golf carts and the different types of golf carts now with the lithium batteries, and they've got this, and they've got the pull car.
Music, I mean, they all got the Mac Daddy stuff going on in all of them now.
They got some with bling. They got some that looks aerodynamically spaced way. I sent a picture of you. They have one that was sitting there, looked like a Ford Mustang, the old Ford Mustang, like the
Oh, no
Shelby.
kidding.
It looked like the Shelby Mustang. I was like, I'd like to have that. But when he told me $17,000, I was like, well, I just had to pay my
But you
lawyer.
know something, Dave? You got people out there that will buy that and show up to their country club, and it will be the talk of the club for a long, long time when someone does that. And you were talking about kind of like, you don't think a certain product is going to make it. You kind of look at it 7 years later, it's different. I always use this theory. If a guy can make $1 million off of selling pet rocks, that means everybody's got an opportunity to really get big with the dream that they have. And you're at this place where people are shooting dreams out, man. That's why I want to go there next year. I got to get there just to talk to some of these people. It is amazing.
It is amazing, and I'm gonna venture out off on the pier a little bit. Known by experience, okay, and this is all by experience. But this is also a knockoffville. Um, this year, things will come out, and I'll give you a classic example of in the past. You know what the Medicus is, right? The Medicus is the club that breaks in the hinges and stuff. And
Oh yeah, okay.
well, they come out with that top seller, Butch Harmon, the king of training age, all of it.
BS.
They all come out with it. 2 years later, another version, the poor man's Medicus called the Refiner, came out. And y'all can Google that up and fact check me if you want, CNN. And then next thing you know it, because it did come from overseas, if you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? And so um, it's these guys got patents, but the knockoffs start flooding, and then you get them online and stuff like that. But another thing that I wanted to talk about with you is, folks, if you walk every aisle, I walked 5.5 miles. I didn't go halfway into everywhere. Okay, now I've walked the perimeter of the floor because I want to see where everything was at. Started going up and down the aisles, talking to the people I needed to talk to with PGA Hope and other stuff, right? Which is, man, there's a lot of good, exciting things going on with them. 5.5 miles, I didn't get to part of it. They said if you walk this entire thing, every single aisle, you could go 12 to 15 miles of walking up and down the aisles. That's how many vendors that are here.
I tell you what, I can't wait to do it next year. Is AJ with you?
No, I am solo. I'm with my team. I'm part of their team. It's not my team. With Mr. Bowles and Mr. Holbrecht. We are out here with Air Force Golf, and we are looking for the future of what's going on. Because a lot of people think that, and I've heard comments online that the Congress and all these people pay for our golf courses. No, we make the decisions. It's our money, the MWR fund, that funds our golf courses like Joint Base San Antonio, wherever in the world, right? It's not Congress says, hey, you got a golf course, here's money. So what we have to do as this team is we're out there exploring new ways to do business, whether it's the food and beverage side, it's management of the tea time side, it's the next great program like PGA Hope or Youth on Course or something to that effect. As I call OPMs, other people's money, right? Because best kind of money is other people's kind of money. And so what is, we go and we are fact finding and talking with industry leaders so that we can now guide the military golf more towards the direction of the perception of what's going on, outside the gates, as we would call it, and be profitable and so it's a great thing. It's a great honor to be part of Air Force Golf. I will say that 5.5 years since the doom and gloom of almost 6 years now of North Cliff,
Yeah.
and to work with these guys, and it's an honor to work with Chris Bowles. He's a life member PGA. Al Holbrecht. That guy is the smartest guy in the whole wide world. I mean, he could tell you how to get to three different ways. And then we've got our superintendent, Justin Wheeler, who this guy can grow grass in a mailbox with the lid closed, no water. And he's going to be going to the Golf Course Superintendents Association meeting in February 3rd. They're down in San Diego.
Yeah, I was going through some of the scheduling and stuff like that. So, everybody goes down there for a certain different reason. And me being back at home, it's a busy week for you. So we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, I promised everybody that we were going to have different products that they could take a look at. And I know you were going to bring them to the screen. I know we got Art Stricklin coming on here after the turn. And he's got a couple products he wants to get out that he thinks is pretty cool. And plus, he visited with someone very special that you and I have interviewed before. So we'll get to that as well. Hey, folks, listen, if you have not grabbed yourself a cold one, got time, figure this out, come on back, see what kind of product you want to buy because it's coming to a store near you. Golf After Hours, don't go away. We'll be right back.
At Paragon Casino Resort, the possibilities are endless when you play your way. Imagine your perfect getaway, the kind with non-stop thrills, your favorite entertainment, and a world of luxury. With everything you could possibly want, all at one place. You want it all? Stop imagining it and come get it. only at Paragon Casino Resort in nearby Marksville. Come see the way Louisiana plays.
Book your next tee time at Cypress Bend Golf Resort in Toledo Bend Lake Country. The stunning redesigned course welcomes players of all levels, from new golfers to seasoned pros. Located along Toledo Bend Lake, the course features 10 unforgettable waterfront holes with lush fairways and panoramic views. Big fun awaits you beyond the greens. Book a guided fishing trip at our world-class fishery. Visit the new Toledo Bend Family Adventure Park. Swing into action and plan your dream getaway to Toledo Bend Lake Country today.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the Hill Country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the Hill Country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
At Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf to test drive the new Cobra DS Adapt drivers. The new Cobra DS Adapt drivers are engineered with Future Fit 33, which allows you to unlock more customization than ever before. Built with a larger hot face insert, it delivers robust distance and ball speeds. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, proudly serving golfers since 1968 and home to the legendary 90-day 100% satisfaction.
Diamante Golf Club, home of the consistently ranked Diamante Golf Course. 18 holes of championship golf, challenging but welcoming to players of all levels. Chef-prepared dining, state-of-the-art courts of tennis and pickleball, the most welcoming and friendliest neighbors around. Attractive homes and premier home sites, a secure community that's beautiful and affordable. Visit us at diamantecc.com to book a discovery package. You're closer than you think to living the good life.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts in Orlando, live at the PGA Golf Show. Hey, and listen, folks, you watch football and you got Chris Berman, right? I mean, Chris Berman has the 3-minute drill, the fastest 3 minutes in the NFL. We're putting Dave to the test here. He's going to be the Chris Berman of the Texas Golf Insider Golf After Hours show, because he's got a lot of products that he wants to talk about. And we're gonna show them to you as well. Johnny's gonna be posting some of these things. He's not gonna get to everything you want, but Dave, can everybody go to a Facebook page too and get all this stuff?
Yes, they could go on mine. I'm going to be posting all the products on my Facebook page, but I'll be copying it over to yours as well. But this is going to be the fastest 2 minutes in golf, everybody. We're going to go back. We're going all the way here.
Here we go.
Here we go. We got the Mike Ratchman special first. This one is what they call the stogie sleeve. The stogie sleeve for all you cigar smokers out there. You know what? How many holes you be burned right in the middle of that seat? Well, they got a product for you that you can put right on the edge, not on the steering wheel, but you're going to put it on the beam right there. And the stogie sleeve will just wrap. You just put it right in like that. And guess what? Your cigar is right there when you need it, especially after that important shot or before when you need that little intake, right? But one of the most special products out here is another Ratchman's product. Let me tell you, I showed him this product and he got excited. It was on NBC News. It was on Today Show, Forbes, Military.com, Men's Health. This is supposed to be the new product of the year. I think it's the dorkiest product of the year, especially if you had some alcohol in it. It's called the Tally Tumbler. The Tally Tumbler it is, folks. And with this, it is your tumbler that looks just like this. You can see it on the screen, but it has a place where you can do the numbers. You remember when you were a little kid just turning things around? Well, guess what? Now that you're an adult, you learn how to count your golf score with the tumbler, the Tally Tumbler. And it has fairways hits, it has regulations, it has score, and it has putts. So you can keep all your stats on that tumbler. Now, there's another product, if Johnny will show the golf bag. Now, this golf bag is totally awesome. It's from Omnix, okay? And you cannot get lost. Your wife or spouse or other, because I'm not judging anybody, right? Because this is the new administration. Hey, let me tell you something, folks. You can't get lost with this bag because it shines. It's like, when you put a metallic light or something to something metallic and it just got the different colors. Well, as you walk by this bag, it changes colors based on the light. And it's from Omnix. It's made for a lady because I don't think any guys will get that, but that thing retails for about $299. So if you want to be special for Valentine's coming up, that's what you want right there. Now there's another thing for all you people who think you're serious. It's called the One Putt System. It helps you putting. And you take it back it'll help you take it back just a little bit and to follow through along the track line. That's one product that I think has been overused at the PGA show. So that might be like the Cleveland Browns right now. That one's going to get sacked. Other than that, there's a lot of great products out here. There's one that people love to travel. Everybody loves to travel, play golf. And you're not playing golf down here in Orlando right now. But they think, when I first saw it, I thought it was skiing. It's called the Stow Stick. And it's what you put in your bag. So guess what? That driver doesn't get damaged while it's in flight and stuff like that. So there's many products like that. But then you go to the bigger products, like Callaway have their stuff, and you got Titleist with all the new things. And Callaway, I was looking at the products from them, and they've got the new fairway woods, and it's going up to 8 yards longer. And this thing is called the Elite. They couldn't spell it, so they spelled ELY for Eli Callaway, and a T and an E. And so it looks pretty sweet. They're new clubs too. They got new irons coming out. They're all starting to look kind of the same like the TaylorMades, but they said that this iron is a player's iron. So we'll look forward to seeing the stuff. Cobra's coming out with a new line as well. A lot of hot list items with our wedges. Titleist has the new GT drivers 3 woods. I know Adam Grosh and them have those already. Ping, Strixon's updating their golf ball line, folks. And I'll tell you, it's been out for a little bit, but if you have not played the Diamond, you want to play the Diamond, okay? Because, if you're going to be like Rappin, that'd be Diamond in the rough, okay? But you want to play the Diamond ball, okay? So Strixon's got it going, and Strixon and Cleveland are partnered together. And then Ping, they're coming out with some new stuff as well, some new irons. So you want to stay tuned to that. But if you ever had a chance to ever go to the PGA show, they got the indoor driving range. You can hit any of these clubs, and they've got club companies you've even never heard of. But it's all here at the PGA show. So that's the fastest 3 minutes in golf.
I think you did a great job. Matter of fact, we're going to do a clip of that. We need to get. So here's what we're going to do. This is a new piece to our program, and it's going to be Dave Roberts doing the Chris Berman kind of deal. Whenever we get any product or any services, Dave, that was awesome.
Hey, I got to tell you one thing. I freaked out too. I haven't seen this before, right? And I've been in this business since 1988. You know, there's a thing called pure line putting, right? And what that is it's a putter, and it's weighted so totally awesome that you put it on the ground, you let go of it, you can go walk behind it, and you can look at this thing to see if it's okay lined up, and you go back and you grab your putter.
You know, I think I've seen that, Dave. You know, I've seen something like that online, which I thought was really kind of cool. Hey, I got to ask you this.
Yes.
Mizuno, and I noticed some of the stuff that you had sent me. Mizuno's coming out with a golf ball, or they have been out with a golf ball. The first time I've seen it was today, is when I got a link to it. Are they there making a big promotion for their golf balls? And what kind of ratings are they getting? I'm a Mizuno guy.
Yes, I know you are. Well, Mizuno had a golf ball, and they had kind of a tour ball, but they've ramped up the series. And some of the things that got mentioned today as I'm walking around, because you know, I always show everybody, this is my media pass. I use it when I want to talk to people and nobody will try to sell me anything, and then that's my PGA pass when I got to be official. And so I know I'm just a crazy guy. I got multiple personalities. I think I'm quadpolar. You know, it just depends on if I'm sleeping or not. And so I was over listening at Mizuno, right? Because I know you're a Mizuno guy, and they're talking about Bridgestone tried this a while back, if you remember, fitting the golf ball to the golfer. And they're looking at that too, because, you know, everybody drinks the Kool-Aid with the Pro V1s, right? Even the worst golfers in the world, they just want to play the Pro V1s because the pros play the Pro V1s. And so, you know, we've gone to the limits with our golf clubs. There's a lot of fitness out here, right? But, you know, half the people who golf are around in the quarter pounder like me. You know, they're not like, 10% body fat. So there's a lot of fitness out here. But the one thing that we really haven't keyed on is actually really trying to get the right golf ball into their hands as a company wide. Now, PGA Professional, they try to tell you that, right? When you come to their counter, they're trying to explain to you, the compression. If you hit the ball, does it feel like a rock coming off your club face? And then people are going to go, yay, nay, or in between. Well, that's because you can't compress it. So you got to go to a lower one. Many, many moons ago, about 15 to 18 years ago, they had the controversy with the laddie and the lady. It was the same golf ball, but they had to change the words because guys didn't want to hit a lady's golf ball, so they put laddie on it. That was the start of that evolution. Bridgestone picked it up for a while, and then all of a sudden it got dropped. But, with the new Mizuno ball, I'll see if I can snag a sleeve. I happen to know the guy over there. I'll see if I can get you a sleeve of some pretty decent golf balls.
That'd be interesting. And I'll tell you what, if you want to set up an appointment or an interview with him too, because you let him know I'm a Mizuno guy. I mean, all you have to do is take a look at what I'm wearing today.
I know.
Logo Mizuno. And, I love everything that they do. They got great golf clubs, very forgiving. I mean, or top of the line, I need the most forgiving.
Well, the JP line is good for you, because you can go, it gives you a little bit of forgiveness, because not everybody's hitting it in the dime, as we call it in the business.
And, the closer you're getting to the mid 70s, it allows me to
I know. And when you go to the red tees, that's just going to be a travesty because you can still push the ball around.
I'll go to the red tees. I don't care.
Hey, play where you're comfortable from.
But it's the gold tees are right behind the red tees.
Yeah, but sometimes the red tees at some of these facilities.
So Ava and I can both ride together and not really be too far apart.
That's why we call that the forward tees now. We're not calling it ladies tees or anything.
Yeah.
And as our friends over in New Mexico calls it, those are the express tees. Those are the express tees. So, yeah.
Hey, Dave, and listen, if you can get the Mizuno guy on, I think that'd be awesome. I mean, Mizuno has been around for a while, and it's really expanded itself. They're not big advertisers because they use most of their funds to sponsor players. And but I have been starting to see some of their advertising, and pretty impressed with it. And the pricing on them is pretty reasonable.
Yes. Very
really
reasonable.
reasonable. Hey, so let me ask you about the ball, because I'm a Pro V guy. You know my game. I'm a higher handicapper right now, but there is something about hitting the Pro V, like when you hit another ball that does feel like a rock. Is it psychological, or are they really now fitting you for golf balls?
They're trying to fit you now into your compression and the core that you need. What people don't understand, that the core is made out of what we call a polybutadiene center. And folks, if y'all know what that is part of the stuff that makes a canoe, right? So when you bang the canoe, it compresses and comes back out. Well, on a different liquid level, that's what the center of a golf ball is, polybutadiene. And so what happens is, and I'll send you a picture, Ratch. I'll send you and Johnny a video
Okay.
of a golf ball hitting a refrigerator and what it looks like when it actually hits the refrigerator and then it compresses back out. And that's a problem with a lot of golfers. They don't compress the ball. They get sold on the commercialism of playing the Pro V1 or the XV from Srixon, the TP5s, because that's what the tour players, they lose distance for one thing. It feels like a rock. But it putts really soft. But guess what? You know what? When you're putting for an 8, who gives a darn? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Let's get you onto the thing. So the average guy about your age, and I'm not putting you down or anything like that, should be hitting like maybe a 50 to 60 something compression golf ball. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't have that speed like I used to have when I was younger.
Here's what I tell folks. If you want to find out really easy, Wilson did a really great job, and they're inexpensive. You can go to Wally World or somewhere to get those too. Go pick up a pack of Wilson 50s. Okay.
Hey, I've heard some great things about the Wilson.
Or the Encore ball. Okay. And they have one for seniors, and the compression is a lot lower, so you can actually hit the ball. And Ratch, have you ever hit a golf ball in your whole career where you hit it and it just felt like a sponge coming off, and that ball just jumped off the club face?
Oh yeah, and it's sweet.
Well, that's when you actually hit the ball, because there's other times that you've hit the ball and you hit it, and we're not talking about the frozen day at Fair Oaks, but we've played regular round of golf, and you go, Dave, that sounded like a clank. Well, because you didn't compress the ball. That ball at that time, whether it was a Pro V1, had 90 to 100 compression, and that's a plus or minus 10 compression, because none of them are perfect. You can't compress it. The ball's not going to go anywhere. You go, well, yeah, but Dave, my pitching wedge normally goes 115 yards. I can't get this thing 105. Well, have you ever thought you got the wrong golf ball? People think, oh, I've got the wrong swing.
I'm starting to hear a whole lot more of that, Dave. And I think and the more it keeps being played out there, I think the more people are starting to think like myself, hey, am I hitting the right ball?
Yes. But I want to bring something up, because we're talking about.
Yeah, we got about we got about 1 minute.
Everybody knows that Skechers has a fantastic shoe. And when I'm not wearing the other brand, I am wearing Skechers, because I love the way Skechers feel. I got Skechers golf shoes. They're Fandango. Well, I went by today, and somehow I got lost in all this 15 miles of aisles, and I ran into the racket and paddle section, and Skechers has now come out with pickleball stuff.
I believe that.
And pickleball is growing. They had a section probably about 50 to 100 yards wide of pickleball accessories. They actually put a court down. People were playing pickleball out on the court right next to the refreshment stand. And, it's very refreshing to see this at the PGA show, because if you take a look at, like, our friends up near San Marcos and everything, they have pickleball. A lot of our over 55 communities, like the Del Webbs and stuff like that, they put pickleball with their golf courses, and it is one of the fastest, if not fastest, growing recreational sports in the United States.
Abe and I both played it. We love it, man. We got courts up here in New Braunfels, but try to get on one of them. It's like trying to get on Land Park for a tee time. I mean, when you have a good golf course, everybody wants to play it. When you play in pickleball, and everybody in New Braunfels wants to play it, there's just not enough courts up here. What someone needs to do is build just a pickleball court, have cocktails, have a smoking lounge, the whole deal. I think that would go over big time.
One last thing I want to talk before we go to break. Hey, folks, a lot of people are going to the athletic thing. They want to walk 9 holes and do things like that. They want to get more exercise. Doug Carlton, PGA, who just won, an award with the PGA, right? He walks a lot. Folks, check out batcaddy.com. And that's BATCADDY. They have everything from their prototypical pull cart to one that you could put on the back. You put a remote control on the back, and this caddy thing follows you wherever you go. You stop, it stops, and then you hit a little button while you're up on the putting green, and then you hit the button, and then it follows you. It's like a 3-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's like Adam Gross has one of those.
My God,
I've seen his clubs coming around the corner before he did when I was out at Valor. Hey, Gravy, we got to take a real quick break because we got to catch up with Art Stricklin, who's out there right where you're at. So, folks, grab yourself a cold one. Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
At Paragon Casino Resort, the possibilities are endless when you play your way. Imagine your perfect getaway, the kind with non-stop thrills, your favorite entertainment, and a world of luxury. With everything you could possibly want, all at one place. You want it all? Stop imagining it and come get it. Only at Paragon Casino Resort in nearby Marksville. Come see the way Louisiana plays.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the hill country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the hill country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Join us
Landa
at
Park
Edwin
Golf
Watts
Course
Golf
offers
Shops
an
by
exceptional
Worldwide
golf
to test
experience
drive
to
the
players
new
of every
Cobra
level.
DS Adapt
This newly
drivers.
redesigned
The new
18-hole
Cobra
public
DS Adapt
course.
drivers are engineered with Future Fit 33, which allows you to unlock more customization than ever before. Built with a larger hot face insert, it delivers robust distance and ball speeds. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, proudly serving golfers since 1968 and home to the legendary 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. Get there.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here, Dave Roberts, Orlando, and we got a special guest, Art Stricklin, no stranger to the show, in Orlando. The only guy who's not in Orlando is me, and I'm reporting that you guys are in Orlando. Art, welcome to the show.
Cold and wet here in Orlando, Ratch. You wouldn't like it at all. Your blood's so thin from living in Texas. I don't think you're as tough as we are.
Well, I'll tell you what what was really kind of funny. You and I were talking off. I don't want none of that damp weather. We got enough of that here right now. But you said you watched the Rodney Dangerfield. You see Rodney Dangerfield out there. Same with David, man. What a treat to see someone like that. Did you talk to him?
I did not talk. I looked at his name badge. I thought maybe Rodney had come back from the dead or something. And it went on there. Hey, one thing I went to though last night, which is great, and I know Dave knows about this. I went to the Folds of Honor benefit performance, and who was there, Mike, was Nancy Lopez, and Nancy Lopez was there. I think I sent you that photo, and meeting with Dan Rooney, who runs Folds of Honor. And I'm sure Dave knows this, but Mike, you know how much money Folds of Honor has raised for scholarships for kids? You have any idea how much money they've raised, Mike?
Not a clue.
Over $10 million. Over $10 million.
Cow.
Is that crazy or what?
That's crazy good, Art. That is crazy good.
And the fact that so if your dad, if your mom, if you've got someone that's killed in the military, killed in service of our country, they will provide a scholarship for your kids to get to college. And, what a service that is that, parents are gone, they don't have anyone to depend on. And here comes the Folds of Honor, that's providing them scholarships to college. And so Nancy Lopez, who is one of the great women golfers of all time, the Annika before there was an Annika.
Right.
And really, she was there. Dan Rooney, who is Army I'm sorry, Air Force fighter pilot. And so really great. Talked about the American Dunes project that Jack Nichols did up in Grand Haven, Michigan. Jack did a course free of charge. And Jack was celebrating his 85th birthday yesterday. Doesn't do anything free of charge. He did a course free of charge to honor the military. And, the fact that they were able to do that, just a great thing. So had a great visit with Nancy Lopez and always love everything the Folds of Honor. Glenn Greenspan is involved in that. A lot of people. I love what they're doing at Folds of Honor.
Hey, real quick, did you ever see a guy out there, Dave Roberts, that was roaming around at all whatsoever? You ever run into him at all?
He's in the VIP section. I really can't. I don't even.
Hey, I offered to buy him a free breakfast tomorrow, so
there we go. Hey,
that's if I can find the right parking spot. Boy, it's heck to get a parking spot if you don't come early.
As a friend of mine likes to say, Mike, my favorite food is free.
Yep. Free is good. You know how us golfers are. Free is always good.
So I saw a lot of other great things. Lee Trevino's got his line of shirts and hats here. And so the Mary Max, had one of the greatest logos ever, had the sombrero with the club poking through it. He's got a line of hats and shirts here. A Super Stroker, which I know they just bought Lambkin putting. And so they're going to start doing the Super Stroker on Lambkin putting, which is really great. So, a lot of good stuff here. The Tommy Bahama people are here. The Loudmouth is here. And just what I like best about the show, Dave, and you tell me, I just like people who have a dream. If you've got a, well, this is where you're going to go. The showcase, Barney Adams, told me to set up a card table when he wants the tightwads. And I bet everybody listening tonight has a tightwads in the garage or used to have a tightwads utility club. And he just got people to try it while it was at the show. So if you got a dream, this is the place to have it. Really, really good time at the PGA show, even if they won't talk to me.
Well, I'll talk to you. I just got to find you. Even though you're a million years old, I know that you're cruising around the floors. But I was telling the story earlier in the show today that Orange Whip, about 7 years ago, they showed up, new product line. They put the whip with the orange ball. It was sitting there. They had them in the training aid section. People are like, oh, we got all types of things. And now you take a look at one of the top training aids after these years, you don't know if you got the hit or miss if you don't bring it to the show and find out. I think we froze him. I think when I said free food, he got froze on that.
We got him on freeze frame. Can you hear us, Art?
I think
Hey, John, we're probably going to have to bring him in.
Again. Well, with it only being 36, 36 degrees out here, a lot of things are freezing out here.
Hey, Dave, I was going to ask you this. This is something I was going to ask Art, but have you seen anything out there of the TGL League?
No, I haven't. No.
Nothing at all.
No, I went and I saw the Golf Channel, saw some of my friends from Christmas past, and hung out with them a little bit. Went to the Golf Now booth, saw saw different other little small production companies. Went over, I walked the line as I showed you the picture. I sent that to y'all, and I'll have it on the Facebook pages of the line of clubs and all the manufacturers. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
I would have thought this would have been the perfect time to have a couple players out there that maybe weren't playing this week. At least maybe because Tiger's not playing, and neither is Rory.
Right, and they just live right down the road. So
yeah, I would have thought for sure this would have been a big promotion, of people coming by and actually get to see maybe Tiger or maybe Rory. I mean, because I'm looking at this league and I've watched it now a couple times. I don't know how far it's going to get. I think there's going to be a lot of gambling going in on this. I see that happening big time. But, I was talking to Adam Grosh, one of our sponsors, and he says, if Tiger's going to show up, he better show up with a team. And he's not showing up very well. And, it's going to take a little time to get off the ground. What's your take on that out there?
Well, yeah, I'd be disappointed that the TGL, they didn't have the TGL, anything representing them out there. I don't think Art's back with us. I don't think that Art saw them either.
Well, I can ask you real quick.
Here, Art, he's right here.
Garth, good to have you back, man. We lost you. Got freeze frame for a second. Hey, have you seen anything on the TGL league out there while you were roaming around the floor?
You're talking about a booth or anything like that? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, or anything on the TGL league.
I am not. I interviewed Derek Sprague, who is the new head of the PGA of America, and I asked him about the PGA, and he said, we're big supporters of that. And I've watched it on my phone before, but I've not seen any TGL stuff here. Seemed like it'd be perfect for a booth, to have a booth and have it, promote the different products that people. Why didn't Web Golf have a booth here? I mean, now they're letting Web Golf go to the Ryder Cup. Web Golf. These marketing things are beyond me some of the time.
Hey, Art, since we've been kind of going in and out with you, we probably got about a minute left here. I know you're out there and you do a lot of things for traveling and stuff like that.
Right.
Unfortunately, we'll post some of the things that you had sent me. And you're going to probably write an article for us in our next edition coming up. Talk a little bit about the golftravel.com. The art of golftravel.com.
The art of golftravel.com. Thanks for mentioning that. We did have some guys down at Stream Song. We took a group to Stream Song this week, and it was a cool time, but a good time, and cool in more ways than one. We played all three of the courses there, but we've got a great trip going to the Masters. Anybody that wants to go to the Masters, here I have badges, I have houses, you want to go to the Masters, you want to go to the Final Four in San Antonio. Ratch knows this. Final Four is going to be in San Antonio. It's going to be a lot warmer then, and we're going to play golf and go to the Final Four. We've got great lodging, so come go with us to the Masters. Come go with the Final Four. We've still got a Scotland trip. If you ever want to go to the Highlands of Scotland, want to go to Muirfield, most exclusive course in the world, want to go to St. Andrews, all the details are on www.theartofgolftravel.com. It's www.theartofgolftravel.com.
Artie, I want to thank you for coming on in, man. I'm sorry we had a little disconnect here. Stay warm out there, my brother.
I'll make sure Dave stays out of trouble. You count on me for that.
And make sure he buys you that free breakfast in the morning.
My favorite food is free.
Artie, have a good week, man. We'll catch up with you later.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Hey, folks, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to go to the one and done, and then we're out of here. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Rashman here, Dave Roberts. We're about ready to wrap this thing up. Dave had already gone like 5 or 6 miles walking around. He's probably ready for a cocktail and a bite to eat. I want to thank Art Stricklin for coming on in and joining us, even though it was like a ham and cheese kind of interview here. It happens sometimes. This is live. And when you got to disconnect down there, not only that, but they got bad weather where they're at. So everything's not working so well, but obviously Dave is living in a really good hotel down there.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens when you're in the VIP section, as Art would say.
That's what he said too. Like I say, it looked like he was reporting out of the toilet area.
Yeah, you know, it's the weather's a crapper over here, let me tell you.
Hey, listen, we're going to give a real quick shout out. I mean, I know it's early in our one and done, but I can tell you right now that Mike Rashman is leading when it comes to the big dinner right now. So far, I mean, it's early in the game. Dave Roberts is in second, and we can't find Adam Grosh yet. But do never count Adam out and never count anybody out because it's still young. I've been in 60th place before, so I know how that works. But right now we have Lidamus, who's number one. Let's see, we have, I'm trying to, Elm Blanco, 96, right hand strong is in third. B-Dog 53 is in fourth. Fat Guy 155 is in fourth. And in fifth place is Patster. Michael Bob is in the fifth place.
And you know, so sad last week. I was looking at Wyndham Clark, Patrick Cantlay, and I was going back and forth. And I said, well, Wyndham has done good the last 2 times. So I picked him, and I should have picked Patrick. And that's what I did at the beginning of the season last year. I was always, my alternates were just like knocking it out of the park. So I'm going to have to like do the reverse psychology to.
Yeah. Try it on yourself. Good luck. Good luck with that. Because I know how that works. You know, I got a little system here. It's not the most unique system, but it's all I got because I can't afford to spend an hour trying to make a pick. And I know you don't. We know a lot of these players. And folks, listen, it's not too late to get in to this pool. You can go to TexasGolfInsider.com and jump on in. $50 to get in. And there's a lot of people who are zeroed out already. So you'd be coming in at a good time. And anybody can win at any time. I think after February, you know, then I think you probably just save your $50 because then it's in the full blown. You don't think so?
Yeah, no, you just got to win a couple of the big ones with those, you know, the featured
true
thing, and then you're back in it. I remember, like you said, last year after about 4 or 5 events, you were 60th place, and then, you know, you picked Scotty Scheffler the week I did. We picked like 3 times and we were moving up towards the top until Hideki got me, but I got him out of the way. I already threw that guy to the wolves. He can just
jump find a way to get him out of the way myself. He scares the hell out of me most of the time. Hey, folks, listen, you know, I want to thank everybody for watching us throughout the whole week. You know, we had some great numbers. It was 1.7 million people ending up December of 2024. We just got those numbers in. How we top that next year, Davey, I don't know. But we do have some surprises that you don't even know and Johnny doesn't know. And we're going to be flirting with, I know we do a lot of Facebook stuff and we kind of gear it toward Texas. And with those kind of numbers, we're going to reach out on a national basis. And we'll tell you all about it here as we know more about it and as sponsorship starts to grow as well. Davey, we could never do any of these shows without you. We're going to come February, it'll be 18 or is it 19 years?
We start our 19th season. We remember the other day we had to do the math.
You know, we had to do that.
It took a college kid to tell us how many years we've been together.
I kept saying 18 years all the time. And you said, hey, hold it. Here's our first show. And I was like, holy crap, that goes way back.
Yes.
Okay, so I was wrong. I was giving you misinformation here.
That's all right. We got fact checked by an Alabama State kid, not by CNN, so we're good to go.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. The Alabama kid said, hey, guys, keep saying 18 years and it's 19. And the reason is because he's been watching us for a long time.
Almost all his life.
And listen, and Johnny G with GA Media, Professor Johnny G,
The professor.
always cranking up our podcast every Wednesday night. We want to thank you. Want to thank Art. Want to thank Davey for taking time out and coming on. I know I know we talk about how much fun you're having out there, but you do a lot of work out there as well.
Yeah, thank you. And I want to say one thing to Johnny, because Johnny is still doing studies, even though he's a professor. Pretty soon he might get his doctorate, and then we're going to have to start referring him as Dr. J. I'm just going to let you know that up front,
I don't think he'd have a problem with
The
that.
guy is a professor, and he's still going to school. I mean, not just teaching school, he's going to school. So hats off to Johnny, and we wish him all the luck. And Ratchman, again, congratulations for the grandbaby.
Yeah, thank you.
That is totally awesome. I mean, that is a bundle of joy.
2025 is off to a very good year.
Yes, it
and
is.
Folks, here's to you. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Continue to keep sharing, because as long as you guys do that, Dave and I'll be back here every Wednesday night. Until then, rain or shine,
book your tea time.
Have a great week, everybody.
You don't know what's in this.